Right, sorry about the background noise from the trains and the building site on the estate next door. So, I've got the universal table set out. Top plate measures 244 9.5 inches by just under 41 or 16 inches. There's a middle shelf which is 50 centimetres or just over 19.5, to get that right, 19.5, and 340 by 13.5 inches. We have 4 tapered angle legs with square bolt holes which will be held in place by these little nuts. You see that? There's 16 of those. 16, I think the M8 13mm hex head nuts and 16 little washers. Then there's 4 little hex heads, and they're also actually they're a smaller head. Now they don't quite go in an 11mm. So they're between 11 and 13mm on the heads. We have 4 plastic feet which appear to fit a larger section of leg section, maybe the bigger at the scroll saw table, but they'll do. Let's start assembling. Yeah. I'll fast forward through this. That's it. The nut and the hex head. Okay. Get the wrong one. You get the idea. That's one leg. So I think I'll, rather than subject you to this, I'll fast forward and show you with all 16 done, and then we'll done and see if the work zone fits on and I don't have to do any drilling into the top. As you were, I put that first leg on upside down, so that's got to come off again, but I've worked out the easiest way to do these nuts and bolts one-handed is to lay it flat on one side, so I'm doing the bolts horizontal that way. See, we live and learn. So I'll put the other leg on the right way up and fast forward like I said. Right, so it took me a while, but then I'm an old git with stiff fat fingers. Quite easy to put together, just take your time. Because I didn't get an instruction leaflet with it, I put the middle shelf in first and then tilted the legs in to attach the top. Thing to remember is, if you want the flatheads on the outside, you put the legs on the outside of the angle on the tray, in the middle tray, and then you put the legs on the outside again on the top. I'd have liked the, let me show you, I'd have liked the legs to be on the inside, but it's gone together very well. I'll just remind you again, the top is 240 or 9.5 inch by just under, well, 40 centimetres or 15 3/4 inches. All went together really well. A younger chap with more nimble fingers might all do it in 20 minutes. It's 16 nuts and bolts to hold the whole thing together. The plastic ends for the legs, as I say, they appear about 1/2 inch or maybe 3/4 inch too long. It's as though it's for a bigger leg. I might send a photo in to Axminster to see if they just packed the ends for the bigger table. The table itself then has a wide slot at the back and 2 shorter slots at the front, and it says universal, so it's supposed to take more than just the Axminster tables. The Axminster scroll saws, the whole thing stands just 1 metre high or 39 inches. To give you an idea, I'll put my El Cheapo work zone on, and well, there you go. Considering this is a standard chassis on the Santa's Workshop clones, the actual base for the work zone is a touch too long for the fixing holes. If I turn it this way now, can I get, no, the 2 widely spaced slots at this side are just too narrow for the bolt holes. So what I'll be doing is having it this way around, and for the moment I will hold it in place at the rear with the 2 bolts we supplied for the nuts and washers, and see whether it vibrates itself off. But in terms of working, it's nice. just the right height, you see, and work on the table. I have a bar stool. This is the workshop bar stool. That's okay, I like that. So this has earned its place in the workshop. Right, I'll edit it so it's nice and short. So what do you reckon? Grandpa's workshop test says it's okay, it's okay. And I've got a nice large shelf at the bottom to put my scroll saw related stuff on, and I can attach a little table here for the stuff, so then I'm not hoiking it off the end of the bench and finding somewhere to put it every time I want to use it. So I'm going to crack on, have a cup of tea, and I'll catch you in the next video, guys.